Welcome to Crack Pack. My name is Andrew. Today we're cracking open Strixhaven School of Mages. Let's get cracking. Our first card today is Burog Befuddler, followed by Tangle Trap, Illustrious Historian, Hunt for Specimens, Witherbloom Pledge Mage, Make Your Mark, Biblioplex Assistant, Eager First Year, Environmental Sciences, Master Symmetrist, Test of Talents, Silver Quill Apprentice, Kasmina Enigma Sage, which for 1 a green and blue is a legendary planeswalker with 2 loyalty. It says each other planeswalker you control has the loyalty abilities of Kasmina Enigma Sage. Then for +2 you can scry 1. For -X you can create a 0/0 green and blue fractal creature token and put X +1/+1 counters on it. And for -8 you can search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with this planeswalker. Exile that card, then shuffle. You may cast that card without paying its mana cost. So the static ability on Kasmina is really good in a Super Friends style deck where you have a lot of different planeswalkers in a lot of different colors. Especially for that -8, right? Because then every planeswalker has a -8 loyalty ability that says you can search your library for an instant or sorcery card that shares a color with that particular planeswalker. Exile it, shuffle, and then you can cast that without paying its mana cost. So -8, any planeswalker, get a instant or sorcery that shares a color with it, and cast it for free. Sure, that's -8 loyalty, but that's a big sweeping kind of play on any planeswalker. So that's well worth it. That's going to be game shifting, because then you're pulling your big ultimate, basically. You're just pulling out your game ender, instant or sorcery, and winning right then. Or maybe instead of not necessarily winning, you're wiping the board for free right then. You are going to fundamentally shift the playing field with a -8. And if you have multiple planeswalkers all at 8 or more loyalty, you can do that multiple times. So that alone makes this a great planeswalker. The -X is pretty nice. Getting, a token with X +1/+1 counters on it is okay. And +2 to scry 1, sure, that feels pretty good. Any positive loyal ability is going to be pretty nice. Just to give it a little bit more staying power. And the fact that it's scry is really nice, because then you're getting your card selection, your card filtering, and it's making Kasmina just a little bit more survivable at the same time. So definitely like Kasmina. Let me know in the comments below what you think. Is she a absolute must in a Super Friends deck? Or is she something that goes into the budget trade bin? Where do you have her? Where have you seen her used? Let me know in the comments below. Then our Mystical Archives is Weather the Storm. And we have a foil Selfless Glyph Weaver with Deadly Vanity on the back. And both sides of that foil are really nice. Seeing on this, yeah, I'm seeing it in the spell effects around his hands and the Silver Quill emblem. And then on this side, again on the Silver Quill emblem, and a little bit in all of the effects around the person here. So let's see. This card says on the front, for 2 and a white, is a 2/3 creature. You can exile Selfless Glyph Weaver, and creatures you control gain indestructible till end of turn. The other side is a sorcery for 5 black, black, black. It says choose a creature or planeswalker, then destroy all other creatures and planeswalkers. So 8 mana to nuke everything but 1 creature or planeswalker is big and impactful. It's a lot of mana for a board wipe, but it is a controlled board wipe in that you get to save something. The other side, a 2/3 for 3 that can give all your creatures indestructible until end of turn, is honestly probably a little bit better by default for me. I would rather have the body and give my creatures some protection rather than a very pricey board wipe. But having the flexibility for either really is nice. Again, this is just a very pricey board wipe at 8 mana, but if push comes to shove, sure, drop it and pick 1 creature on my side. That's okay. But I would definitely rather be using the creature than the sorcery, whenever I can at least. And we have an Inkling token to round out the pack. And that's all for today. Thank you for cracking along with me. Be sure to check back tomorrow to crack open another pack.